Hello, and thank you for taking the time to learn more about Zingle and our business text messaging service. Zingle is a two-way communication tool that empowers your business to better engage with your target audience. The average person looks at their phone 150 times per day. 97% of smartphone users will text message, and now 98% of all text messages are opened and read in under 2 minutes. Those are some shocking statistics. The beauty of Zingle is that we are not industry specific. Zingle was the first company to offer business texting back in 2009, and we're proud to share that we have more than 6.7 million users each year. The reason Zingle is such a good fit for any industry is because we keep it simple. Whether your company is looking for a parking solution, food and beverage, travel services, transportation services, event planning, fitness, or simply an appointment reminder tool, Zingle will empower your company to better engage with your customers, clients, or even your employees on their preferred method of communication, text messaging. It's also important for me to point out that Zingle is not an app. There is nothing that needs to be downloaded from your customers in order to engage with your business. It's as simple as just like they're text messaging a friend. What we're looking at right now is our Zingle webpage. I have this pulled up because this is where we go to log into our Zingle inbox. I also like to point out that all of our software is web-based. As long as you and your team have access to the internet, they can interact with your customers. We simply go to the top right-hand corner and click on Login, which will take us to our Zingle login page, where each employee will enter their username and password, and simply we'll click on Login in the middle of the page. And from here, it'll take us to our Zingle inbox. There are three main columns in our Zingle inbox which are important to point out. On the left-hand column, this is our conversation column. And this is just like clicking on the text message icon on your cell phone, and it'll pull up all the interactions that you've had with your friends or business partners, that most recent interaction at the top. And when we click on a different message, it'll open up a different dialog box, our center column, which is our conversation detail. And this is a complete record of all the interactions that we may have had with an existing customer. The column on our far right is our contact detail. And this information is all specific for your business. The most important, of course, being your customer's first and last name, as well as their phone number. And all of the fields below can be specifically built for your business. Whether you're a restaurant and you want to track an order number, if you need to collect upcoming appointments with your customers and you need reservation date as well as reservation time, if we want information around specific customers, whether they're a VIP customer, all of these fields, once again, can be specific for your business, and we'll work with your team to build that. Now let's get to the fun part, interacting with your customers. There are three different ways in order to get customer information into the Zingle inbox. The first is our first text message registration. This is a series of questions we can ask anytime someone texts into Zingle for the first time to better understand what their first name, last name, and any detailed information we would want. All of these questions can be changed and the verbiage adjusted so that it's specific for your business. I'm going to send a quick text message in on my personal cell phone, and in just a moment it popped up in the top left. We have an automation that's built that says, "Thank you for texting Bramley's Business Services. To be a best service, can you please reply with your first name?" So I'm providing my response with my first name on my cell phone and texting it in, and in just a moment it'll populate in the top right. And the response I already got, it says, "Thanks, David. What's your last name?" So I'm going to type in my last name, and from here I click send, and it'll populate in the top right as well. I can even specify a Mr. or Mrs. here, and from there it's very, very easy to engage and get our customers' information into Zingle. And the response is, "Thanks, David. Please let us know how we can help." Another way to get information into Zingle is to simply build a contact. This is a little more manual, but I click New Contact, and then from here I can enter first name, last name, title, any individual detailed information, and then create that contact. The third way to get information into Zingle is through a CSV or Excel file. We simply go to our contact field and we can import a CSV document. We would want, of course, to build this in advance of all of your customer information, whether they register on a website or we collect that data. As long as we're able to put that on an Excel document with their first name, last name, of course, their cell phone number, and any additional information if we wanted to have specific tags, which are labels or ways in which we can categorize our customers. We put all that information onto a CSV file, and then from here, all we do in our contact is click import. I select upload file, and I'm going to select that CSV guest data, and in just a moment, import successful. I click refresh, and all of those contacts on that document are already in Zingle. Obviously, that document only had 3 contacts. We could import up to 1,000 people very, very efficiently so that we have all of our customer information in our Zingle inbox so that we can begin engaging with them. Let's provide the example that Bramley's Business Services is providing daily or weekly events, whether it's an online webinar or an in-person training, and our customers are going online to register for these events. All that we might want to do is to send them a confirmation text once they've registered, as well as maybe a reminder a day or 2 before the event is taking place. During that registration process, we would have them specify a specific date and time of that event, and then in the contact detail, that information would also be populated. So we could automate this entire process or make it manual. We would simply click on a contact, know that information, and we could use a template. These are pre-worded messages that we could commonly send out again and again instead of having to type it over and over. So for a registration text, we click on this example, and it says, "Thank you for registering online, first name. Please let us know if you have any questions." So within 1 or 2 clicks, I click on that, and then on my personal cell phone in just a moment, I'm going to receive that text message, and it's also personalized. It says, "Thank you for registering online, David. Please let us know if you have any questions." On my personal device, I'm sending a response that says, "Thanks," and I'm looking forward to that event. You notice the pop-up in the bottom right-hand corner, which ensures that we're aware that new messages are coming into the Zingle inbox, even if we have another browser open. There's also that audible noise, the fun little boop, boop, beep. In case we're away from our computer, we can hear, hey, new messages are coming into the Zingle inbox. So there's a lot of things that take place to notify us when messages come in. There's also, as you notice, an automation that went out that says, "Mr. Anderson, we're sorry for the delay. Our staff will be responding to you momentarily." I have a few of these escalations that are built to go off immediately just for example purposes, but these can be scheduled to go out after 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes if your staff is not immediately responding or confirming when messages come in. We can also provide a second series of notifications that are not customer facing, but they're more of a tool to help notify your staff when there are messages in the Zingle inbox unresponded to. We call these, once again, our escalations, and they can be scheduled after a certain amount of time, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, in the form of a text message or even an email to anyone on your team to let them know that there are messages in the inbox unresponded tool. So all of our escalations and automations are features which will help your team to better manage your Zingle inbox so that you can communicate with your customers in a timely and efficient manner. I hope that you found this scenario helpful in better understanding some of the functionality within our Zingle service. I also recognize that your business might have a completely different need for how to use this tool. We have all sorts of additional features which we did not cover today, ranging from our ability to translate in over 90 languages, provide automations based upon a keyword, and we can include a link to a website to provide your target audience with more information. We also have the ability to personalize and send out large group messages based upon a specific tag on the left-hand column. Whether that's for an upcoming wedding, a fitness class, whatever that information might be, we can target a specific group. Zingle also has both an iOS as well as an Android app, and this is not customer-facing, but something for your team to have on your cell phone so that you can manage your Zingle inbox on the go. And we also provide the ability to send and receive both picture messages as well as emojis if we want to get a little more fun with our text messaging interaction. For additional information and to sign up for your Zingle service, please contact us at sales@zingleme.com. That's sales@zingleme.com. Thank you again for setting aside some time to learn more about Zingle, and we look forward to speaking with you and supporting your business in the near future.